Okay, welcome to the 172nd Annual Town Meeting for Downers Grove Township. I'm Lorraine Grimsby, your Downers Grove Township clerk. I call this meeting to order. If you would please stand for Downers Grove Troop 99, led by Lucas Eady, as they present and post the colors and lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Color guard advance. Got salute. Color guard halt. Post the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
2. Color guard dismissed.
Thank you very much, Troop 99. Yes, please be seated. Okay, when you checked in, everyone received a packet like this, okay, which includes the agenda of the annual financial statement of the Township Supervisor and a copy of the documents for each agenda item. The agenda and the annual financial statement has been posted in the lobby at Ashiana since Friday. There are 4 rules that govern the annual town meeting. The meeting will be conducted in accordance with the requirements of state law and Robert's Rules of Order. Any 15 or more registered voters in the township may bring a specific request to the town clerk by March 1st prior to the annual town meeting to add an agenda item to the agenda for the annual town meeting. By law, the proposed agenda item must be relevant to the powers granted to electors under the township code. If an item had been added to the agenda, copies would have been available for distribution to those in attendance at the annual town meeting. This year, no requests were filed with my office. Each speaker will have a total of 3 minutes to conduct themselves to the subject of the meeting. Voting will be by voice vote. If the vote is in doubt, voters will be asked to stand to say aye and then stand to vote nay. The sergeant at arms to be appointed will take count of the votes. At this time, I would like to introduce your township elected officials. We have Supervisor Paul Coltrap, Highway Commissioner Andy Anderson, Assessor Greg Bolts, Trustee Abby Ferguson, Trustee Mike Oldrum, Trustee Dave Ricordati, and Trustee Mary Stoll. Also present is our Township Attorney, Al Wanji. Okay, the legal notice is the formal notice for this annual town meeting. It contains the full agenda and has been published in newspapers north and south, on our township website, and at the township building and at Ashiana's. At this time, I request a motion to waive the reading of the legal notice, as copies are also provided in your packet. Can I have that motion? Okay. That is Danny Mustis. A second? Okay. Annette McNeely. Okay. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. For the roll call of electors, when you checked in as a registered voter, you received a card as admission and confirmation that you are registered to vote in Downers Grove Township. We have a total of 53 in attendance. I request a motion to waive the reading of the roll call of electors. Gail Neal. A second?
Yep.
Scott Melrose. Okay. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. I call for the election of moderators by nomination. Are there any nominations for moderator?
Nominate Gary Rosso.
Okay, that's Mike Connor nominating Gary Rosso. A second?
Second.
Okay. Okay, and do we have any other nominations for moderator? Okay, hearing none. May I have a motion to close nominations? Danny Woostis? A second? Okay, Mike Hahn. Okay, is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now, we need a motion to appoint Gary Rosso as moderator. Can I have that motion? Mike Hahn? A second?
Second.
Okay, Scott Melrose. Okay. All right. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay, wait, I have the oath here. Sorry. Papers got out of order here. Okay. All right, raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of moderator at the Downers Grove Township annual meeting, so help me God. Okay, very good.
I will.
Okay.
I can't remember all.
I know it did.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for all attending. This is the basic way that government started in the United States. Before there was the United States, there were town hall meetings, town meetings. This is the genesis. That was the genesis of what we're doing tonight. This is basic American democracy. So it's a couple of things I want to say before I get into the rest of this, and we won't be long. I think I saw State Senator Dillard, RTA Chairman Dillard. Here he is. I want to recognize him and all the public service he's given us over the years, and he's still participating. Also, our great sheriff. One of the reasons we all love living in DuPage County, and we know all the stories about what's happening in Cook County and why it's not why we want to be here in DuPage County. It's Bob Berlin, and it's our sheriff in the back, Sheriff Mendrick. So. And then today at the county board, I want to recognize a couple of people. There was an IGA between Burr Ridge and the mayor of Burr Ridge and DuPage County passed today to help finance a culvert repair near the Elm School in Burr Ridge that chronically flooded, and frankly, Burr Ridge didn't have the money, and we were only putting Band-Aids on it. We tend not to spend money in Burr Ridge unless we have the resources for that. And so we went out and worked with the federal government. We got a nice grant from the federal government. But to get us over the hump today, Ryan Krajewski from District 3 and Stormwater Chairman Jim Zay got an additional $50,000 IGA grant for Burr Ridge. So I do want to recognize Ryan Krajewski, our District 3 County Board member, and also Jim Zay, our chairman of Stormwater, stepping up and helping Burr Ridge. And as the mayor, I want to give them my thanks for that. Now, let's get to the business of tonight. First, I'd like to appoint a parliamentarian, and I appoint Alan Alonji. Will you accept? Thank you. Also, within my moderator duties, I'd like to appoint a sergeant at arms, and that would be Jack Novak.
I accept.
You accept? Okay. Just make sure you take care of that camera. Okay?
First priority.
All right. Can I get a motion to waive reading of the April 13, 2021 minutes as copies are included in your packet?
So moved.
Who's that?
Gail.
Yeah, who got that? And the second? Please state your name. Barbara, thank you. We have a movement and a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That passes. All right. Keep track of where we are. I need a motion to approve the 2021 minutes as presented. Movement, state your name, please. Thank you. Second? State your name, please. Annette, we'll let you do it. Annette? Okay, we'll let you have the next round. Annette? Okay, we have a movement in a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Can I get a motion to waive the reading of the financial statement? It was captioned, the certificate of accounts for the fiscal year ending February 28, 2022, and copies were also in your packet. Can I get a motion? Well, I think we're going to get her. It's her turn. Thank you, Kathleen. Second?
I'll second.
All right, gotta state your name. Okay, Mike, thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Can I get a motion to pass a resolution authorizing specific powers to the town board? A copy of the resolution is included in your packet. Name? Oh, thank you, Laura. Do we have a second? State your name. Did you get it? Bill? No, I'm sorry. All right, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That also passes. And now we are on item 7 of my agenda, and this is the time for elected officials of the township to give their presentations. And we'll start with our supervisor, Paul Copeland.
Thank you, Gary. Good evening and welcome to the Downers Grove Township annual town meeting. Thank you for coming out on such a lovely spring evening. My name is Paul Coltrap and I am the supervisor of Downers Grove Township. I would like to take the time tonight to review the accomplishments of the last year and a vision of the future. Our current term began last May 17th. With the new building, the continuation of COVID, and the challenges of running a government agency, the first year has been very interesting. 34 days after taking over as supervisor, I learned firsthand what the impact a township government has on a community. On that night, Father's Day 2021, tornadoes struck the southern half of the township. Areas such as Bruce Lake, Rose Hill, Lansville, Tri-State, Graceland, and Timberlake suffered damage from the storm. The Township Highway Department did an amazing job. Working tirelessly for over a week, and with the help of many townships, the county, the state, and the Community Emergency Response Team of CERT, cleanup was handled in an efficient manner. Within 10 days, 95% of the debris had been removed. Volunteer help was also instrumental in getting this work done. Home Depot had many of their employees come help. The township also organized the volunteer days on Saturday and Sunday, June 27th and 28th, in which hundreds of volunteers went door to door to help remove debris. I can't thank enough the many township employees that donated their time at night and on the weekends to help out. It was truly an amazing effort by everyone. 2021 also saw the completion of the new senior center. COVID unfortunately has stalled the use of the building to some degree. The Downers Grove Fish Pantry has moved into their new location in the building. They are now open on Tuesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. and on Fridays from 8:30 to 11:30. They are currently serving over 125 clients per week. The township has partnered with Downers Grove North to have an experimental prairie in the front of the building. Science classes and other clubs at the school are taking care of the gardens. At our October board meeting, Jeff Grant from Downers North presented to the board the plans for the future. One of the main purposes of township government is making sure that those in need are taken care of. To do so, we have reviewed guidelines and the use of technology to help out. Last summer, we began using the visual GA software. This software has helped in processing applications for general assistance and emergency assistance. This helps track payment history, scanning of documents, and helping citizens remotely. Clients can now call in and get assistance if they cannot come in personally. Earlier this year, we increased the income guidelines to help more people with their emergency assistant needs. EA is for people who have disconnection notices for gas, heat, water, and rent. The income guidelines are now at 180% of the poverty line based on family size. The new guidelines have improved and enlarged the scope of the EA program. The GA department has also partnered with several other agencies to help those in need. Our G office is a trained extension for the Salvation Army. Salvation Army gets financial assistance for residents of Downers Grove. In addition, we have partnered with Access to Page, the Lyle Township Job Club, Holy Trinity Church, and St. Vincent de Paul. These partnerships has helped us provide the ability to find help when needed. Also, Love's Christian Clearinghouse has partnered with us to give out gas cards to those who qualify. We have also been very busy in processing LIHEAP applications for the county. LIHEAP stands for the Low Income Home Energy Program. It is administered through the county with the assistance of the townships. This program helps families pay for heat during the winter months. Home ownership is not required, nor is it a continuation notice. Income and family size are among the factors in determining payment amount. Another project we've been working on are the two cemeteries that we own and manage, Oak Hill and Oak Crest. The historic Oak Hill Cemetery has been part of Downers Grove since the 1850s. War veterans dating back to the War of 1812 are buried there. Oak Crest is next to Oak Hill. Work in both cemeteries has included extensive cleaning and pruning of trees. Work will continue this summer as well. On June 11th, we will be dedicating a new flagpole, which is being donated by a local American Legion post. Full details of the day's event will be forthcoming. The Supervisor's office has also been very busy in helping our citizens out. We have processed over 250 passports this year. We have also helped seniors with the Dial-A-Ride program and RT passes, and we now provide notary services. Looking forward, I am very excited about the coming year. Hopefully we are past COVID and can return to normal. Our senior service program has many programs coming up. We're planning on to have many classes and social events daily at the senior center. Details will be replaced shortly. I'm looking to continue to expand the general assistant program. COVID has affected people in so many ways. We will be working closely with our partners to help all of those in need. We will also be expanding our youth services program. I think COVID has been especially cruel to our kids. Abby Ferguson will be speaking shortly on both the senior services and youth services program. Once again, thank you very much for coming here tonight. Township government is your local government. We are here to serve everyone.
Well, I wanted to introduce first specifically. I have, in my profession, from time to time, had to deal with assessors. And nobody knows this area better than Greg Holmes. He is a fountain of information. He can just spit it out. He's got it right all in there. And so you've got the most hardworking assessor that I've ever had the pleasure to deal with. Your township assessor, Greg Holmes.
started the first 4 years. We just finished up and started a new term this past January. We continue with the overall theme for the office, and it's a pleasure to work with the team we have at the assessor's office, and it's all about customer service. You know, we're not a policy office. As Paul said, our supervisor, what the work they've been doing on the supervisor side has been tremendous. You can feel it in the office. You can feel the things that are happening across with the senior center. You know, teaming together on the tornado was just something that was a lot of work, and we all came together to work on it. What we've seen on the assessor side is continued changes. It's all about, when it comes to assessments, it's trying to make them the best estimates you can get, you know, what the values are, and it's all about the customer service, and that's really what the residents are looking for. And I'm proud of the team that we have, because everybody's we continue to provide more and more opportunities for education and training for the team, and they continue to get better and better, all of us as a team, in dealing with the residents. And that's the feedback we did, because we've actually put out on the website, believe it or not, customer satisfaction surveys. We've asked the residents, what do you think? What are your suggestions? I've had a lot of assessors say, are we really asking people what you think? Because what we've done is we've taken those answers and we made upgrades to the system. We've looked at what they said and we tried to upgrade to make it easier for the residents to be able to look at what their assessments are, compare it. We have data that we get, so we put it out there to make it as easy as possible. We finished up getting all the property record cards out there so people can see them. Now we're going through and we're looking at all the other data, all the other old records and stuff, and seeing what's important, scanning those, and eventually we're going to have to upload the rest on the website. We're taking the results of our surveys that we've got from the customers, yes, they are customers. And we're rolling out a new website in the not too distant future. And that's also going to be able to help the rest of the township, because they're looking at their stuff too. And the supervisor right next to me is a little modest, and he's not even disclosing all the work that they're doing over there. But again, it's a real team atmosphere across the entire township, with the highway commissioner over there and everybody else. We work toward greater transparency, as we talked about, with disclosing more records to make it easier. For the residents, when they come on, they now can be able to make it nice and easy to look at a parcel search, to be able to see what they're looking at for comparisons. We have a nice form they can fill out to make it easier. That record, that information comes right in to be able to have our team be able to look at the data in a consistent fashion, which allows us to process the information quicker during the 30-day review period. It allows us to get answers to people, and you might find out actually that people are actually okay with the assessed value. And someone might think that some taxing body might be overtaxing them, and it's not actually their assessment. But the good news is they'll be able to realize that our job is to make it as easy as possible to have people look at what their assessment is. A lot of people say, you're our tax bill. Well, we're the assessment part. So yes, we're part of your tax bill. But I'm so proud of the team, because they go out there every single day they come in, they're smiling and they're working to be able to provide the information to the residents. And that's what we do every day. And we've gone through, we've continued, we've afforded the opportunity to take classes. The designation in our business is called a CIAO. And what that means is you've been trained, you understand assessment practices, and we've continued to have more and more people of our team trained. And the real idea is a well-trained, courteous, and professional team has been integral to getting this done. And that's every single person on the team in the assessment office pulling in the same direction. That doesn't mean that sometimes one of us might be crabby or something, but that's okay, because we're human. But as long as you're pulling in the same direction, that's what it does for us. The implementation of the website, as things that we've done to upgrades, has made us more streamlined. We've increased efficiency. We've reduced, as an example of a measure of that, we had let me get the numbers here. In 2019, we had 117 PTAB cases filed. To give you a comparison, that's called a general reassessment year. Another comparison of a general assessment year where the market was about the same and everything else in comparison was 2011. So you got to look at what a general reassessment is once every 4 years. So you got to compare markets and general reassessments. That time, in 2011, 544 PTAB cases were filed. The rest of the county was kind of flat because the market was the same, everything's going on. That was a 78% drop, which means between working at the county level, having tools to work with, being able to do, proper working with people, having the assessment process and better consistent, we're able to work with the residents, have them see what the values are, making the justified assessment reduction changes, But we're saving countless dollars. We really can't measure it because at the state level and the county level, but that's real tax dollars that are saved at other levels. But this team, that's out there every day working for all you, are saving money all the way up the chain for us. And being somewhat conservative, we're pretty proud of that. And again, I get compliments all the time. Your team is fantastic. They're always, you can feel them smiling on the phone. And that's the key. It's really part of the entire feeling in the building now. It's all about servicing the residents. We do community outreach. We meet with homeowners associations. I see several residents here that are from homeowners associations that we're going to constantly, to try to meet and educate people on, for instance, the senior exemption. If you're anybody 65 or older and they own their home, they have a residential exemption, all you have to do is check in. If you're 65 or older, you're entitled to that senior exemption. That's gets you $5,000 assessment value off your assessment. And there's other values. You can call my office and go on my website. You can check it out, and any one of the teams is happy to help you. So again, I guess the message here, it's a technical job and stuff like that. They tell us the statutes on what we have to do, but the difference that your assessment team makes is we want to help you. So reach out to our office, talk to us. We're going to be there to help you. And again, we're all about customer service. I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight. And they've told me don't call them out here, but give a round of applause, please, to all of the several people that are out here that work every day. And it really could be mundane, but they make it fun and they want to serve you. So please, for my team that's out there, not for me, but for them, please give them a quick round of applause.
One thing we're proud of in the township is that we've got great roads, especially we appreciate them in the wintertime. And you're going to hear from our highway commissioner, Andy Anderson, as to why. Thanks, Andy.
Hi, everybody. I just want to thank you for coming out tonight and supporting the township. It's very important. I want to start talking about the subject that Paul mentioned earlier, the Father's Day tornado. 2021 was a very busy year for the Township Highway Department. On Father's Day, June 20th, the township was hit by a tornado which caused severe damage to several subdivisions, starting at Lamont Road and heading east to Route 83. Bruce Lake and Rose Hill subdivisions took the brunt of the damage, with many twisted and broken trees taking down power lines and blocking roads. High winds and flying debris damaged houses and vehicles, scenes which we have seen on the nightly news in other parts of the nation had suddenly hit our neighborhoods. We had crews out 15 minutes after the tornado hit, inspecting damage and starting to open up roads blocked with trees. In the coming days, we received help from DuPage County, IDOT, Darien, and the following townships: Milton, Winfield, Wayne, Bloomingdale, Lyle, and Addison. Cleanup took over a month with many projects that we had planned on completing being postponed till later. In July, we had contractors start on repaving Clarendon Hills Road with the help of a federal grant that our engineers have been working since 2009 to secure. The grant paid for 2/3 of the project, leaving 1/3 and the cost of engineering for the township to pay. This project helped save residents over $200,000. In October, we started our annual paving program, which paved and patched streets in Tri-State, Farmingdale South, Madison Park, Farmingdale North, Women's, and Gulfview subdivisions. We replaced close to 60 culverts, many in the Clarendon Hills Road area ahead of the paving project. We also did 4 weeks of ditching due to the increase of complaints from drainage-related issues. This year looks to be every bit as busy as last year. We are currently putting together our curb and sidewalk project, and I have increased funds in this line item to help with the increased demand for repairs. We started our spring brush pickup yesterday, and our crew is busy picking up brush in Section 1. I am happy to announce that we purchased a new hot patcher, which we got in March. Crews are currently involved in going over the township roads and patching potholes as they see them. We are currently putting together our paving project for this year. Due to the increase in fuel costs, I'm expecting a big jump in our bid estimates. We will try to pave and repair what we can, but I am anticipating it will result in less roads resurfaced. We have drainage projects planned for Bruce Lake and Farmingdale North, as well as repair work to many basins which have developed sinkholes and need patching. We are planning on another 4 weeks of ditch work to be done between Memorial Day and November. This should improve drainage, decrease standing water, and lessen the mosquito population. We have a lot planned for this year. With a little luck and some good weather, we should be able to accomplish the projects mentioned. In closing, I would like to say that I'm very proud of my crew and all the work and dedication the department provides for the residents of Township. During the tornado, we worked from 11:45 p.m. straight through to 6 p.m. the next day. We are out in the trucks salting and plowing at 3 in the morning to make our roads safe to travel. All in all, my skilled and dedicated crew help the highway department give the residents the best bang for their tax dollar. If you guys wouldn't mind, I got 2 of my employees over here. If you guys would like to stand up, just give them a little applause. Thank you. Thank you, Andy. And of course, the township provides many other services, and you're going to hear about some of those important ones from Abby Ferguson, one of our trustees. Thank you.
Hello, thank you for being here. I'm Abby Ferguson, and I'm serving in my 5th year as a Downers Grove Township trustee. I'm going to give you a brief overview of youth services and the senior services departments at the township and what they've been working on this past year. You might be wondering, what does the youth services department do? They deliver a life skills program to elementary and middle schools across numerous school districts in Downers Grove Township. This program has been available to area schools since 1981 and continues to be highly requested and well supported by local teachers and school administrators. The life skills program works to support the social and emotional learning needs of the students in our communities and focuses on the preparation and preventative education. Some of those topics that they cover include empathy and standing up to bullying for grades 4 through 6, substance abuse education for grades 6 through 8, goal setting and stress management for grades 6 through 8, and executive functioning skills for grades 4 through 6. The township employs 3 certified teachers who use a variety of engaging techniques incorporating individual and group participation to deliver lesson content. 2 of these teachers were new to the program this year. And what did they do in 2021 and 22? This year, the teachers visited more than 148 classrooms, reaching approximately 3,700 students. They expanded the classroom to reach new classrooms, and they developed new curriculum. Next, I'm going to give you a brief overview about what the Senior Services Department works on. The Senior Services Department provides useful resources, referral, registration, and application information to older residents in our community. Senior Services provides what other organizations and government entities might not provide or help enhance those services. Periodically, the Township Senior Advisory Committee conducts a survey to better understand the needs of the senior population, especially since the new Township Center was built. And lastly, organizational partnerships with the Senior Services Center include the DuPage Senior Citizens Council, the People Resources Center, and the Downers Grove Park District, and AARP. Next, I'm going to give a few updates about what they've accomplished this year, which the list is pretty lengthy. In partnership with the DuPage Senior Citizens Council, COVID relief funding, they helped provide over 9,000 meals to township seniors ages 60 and over from April through October 2020 on Sherman Street, and 8,000 meals in the new Township Center from April to November 2021. So lots and lots of meals. Starting in June 2022, the DSCC's Meals on Wheels will be providing community dining 2 days per week. Third, the People's Resource Center volunteers are providing basic computer classes on Wednesday each week from October 2021 through December of 2022. The Downers Grove Park District is providing 3 summer classes, understanding your smartphone scams and tablet uses. Fifth, the AARP's first smart driver classes are on this coming April 19th and 20th, and you can register for the township for those classes. And next, I'm going to give you a brief update about how they've expanded their reach. So just this year, they've expanded their outreach, email, and phone list by 100%. So help us continue to grow those lists. Our volunteer list has blossomed during the meal distribution programs, and we have several residents that will start doing arts and crafts and needlework skills programs as well. And this is exciting. There's a Garden Works project, which provides the food pantry with vegetables from the new raised garden beds that were installed outside the center. And lastly, I'm going to give you a brief update about the funding that the Senior Advisory Committee and the Friends of Four Downers Grove Township Seniors, how much money they've been raising. So last year, 2021, they raised $8,000 through their annual fundraiser, and they were awarded $19,000 from the Timken Foundation of Canton, Ohio. They also put more than $32,000 worth of funding in the tables, chairs, coffee maker, beverage coolers, stainless steel tables and sinks, a sound system, and TVs in the building. So if you would like any more information about any of the youth services or senior services programs, please reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Abby. I think our assessor wants to add a word.
Yes, I would like, at the risk of getting in trouble with the team that makes it all happen, can we have all of our employees for the township please stand up for just a minute? Because without all of our team, anybody that's here, stand up. I don't get mad at us. I want to give you a round of applause because we don't get anything done without you. So just let us know if you want to introduce. I know Chris is already up there. Please stand up again because without you guys, from us.
Thank you, Greg. Now I'd like to ask the clerk to read the resolution authorizing the next annual town meeting, which will be in April 18, 2023. Madam Clerk.
The Downers Grove Township resolution for the annual town meeting of April 12, 2022. Whereas Illinois law requires that the electors at the annual town meeting fix the hour at which township meetings shall be held, pursuant to code or statute 60 ILCS 1/330-5B, whenever the date designated in subsection A conflicts with the celebration of Passover, the Township Board may postpone the annual town meeting to the first Tuesday following the last day of Passover. Therefore, be it resolved that the next annual town meeting shall begin at 7:30 p.m. on the third Tuesday of April, which will be April 18th, 2023.
Thank you, Lorraine. Now, can I get a motion to approve the resolution authorizing the next annual town meeting? Move it. Carol, second. State your name.
Scott Halbert.
Thank you, Scott. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. All right, now we get to our last major item, which is the open forum, what we call public comment. So if any elector or any person here would like to address the group on a subject of the meeting, please step forward to the microphone and you have up to 3 minutes to do so. Thank you. Annette, go ahead.
As always, I like to, this is a good meeting to say thank you to you all. And this year I've dealt with 3 of you. Lorraine is very transparent in the financial situation of the township, and thank goodness we do have a township. I know some people or villages have voted to get rid of their township, but it's important because very personal services. And Greg Bolts, I had a bunch of questions about my taxes, and thank you for sitting down and showing me exactly how that works. And then, of course, the highway department. Thank you for brush pickup, which is awesome, and snow plowing. You guys are on site before any of the villages are on site or the county, so I really appreciate being able to get out of my street. So, and everything else, fixing the potholes, you can always tell that you guys are first, and you can tell where the lines are. So again, thank you all, and I really appreciate what you do for us.
Thank you. Anyone else? Can I get a motion to close the open forum? Motion closed? Yes? Yeah, I think you're supposed to. Motion, state your name again. Michael Hahn. Do I have a second?
Virginia Zell.
Virginia Zell. Any discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? The motion passes. Ladies and gentlemen, I started this out by saying this is the basic way that democracy started, town meetings. Never in my many years of public service have I been as concerned about the erosion of our democracy and our rights as I am right now. I'm very concerned about the loss of the American dream and the loss of our civil rights and our democracy. Please, we must stay vigilant. Please continue to participate in your government. Please find the younger people to come along and have the same zeal and vigilance that you do. It is necessary to continue to have this country prosper. With that, thank you all for coming tonight and participating in your government. Now I need a motion to adjourn the meeting. Do I have a second? All in favor? See you next April. Thank you.